I am recording. Please go ahead. We're on live.
Happy Monday and welcome to Tea Time with Barrett and Tracy. Our ongoing webinar series will be called Mirror Mirror. Today, we are tackling the question of how you perceive your reflection. So I have with me Ms. Barrett, who's going to give you a little information about herself, her background, and then she'll switch back over to me. I'll do the same, and then we will ask each other that probing question of how we perceive ourselves. Ms. Barrett.
Thank you for the introduction, and thank you for taking me on board, Tracy. Mirror Mirror, I think, is an enormous challenge. And I think that we have decided to challenge ourselves greater by looking in the mirror and seeing actually what is it that we are about ourselves. And I enjoy our tea time because the reflection that we give actually also gives an opportunity to grow. And I always see myself with the intention that I have. But then when I look at the mirror, it's not always that I see the results. And I think that just making now the seminar, having to hear my own voice, having to reflect my own image of who I am, is a challenge. And I think that it's definitely come to my attention that there are different aspects of things that are very different from what I see within as to what they are on the outside. And I think that that's an enormous challenge to see that what you actually think that you have inside or what you're expressing is not what is on the outside. For instance, making the videos, for instance, my own voice, with the way that I talk. I think the reflection, and I look forward to our tea time, and I look forward to hearing how other people go about how they see themselves and why we are where we are. Thank you, Tracy.
Very, very nice. For me, how I see myself has changed over the years. When I was very young, I saw myself as able to do whatever I wanted to do. As I got older and internalizing all of the hetero suggestions that have been planted inside me in regards to my physical appearance, I had to concentrate and make a conscious effort to learn how to see myself and all of my physical attributes and learn how to appreciate them. And I thought I had done a wonderful job. I thought that I was at a place of total acceptance. But about 5 years ago, I realized that I was not. So I almost had to tear down this image of who I thought I was and rebuild from the ground up. And now who I see is a very youthful, spontaneous, ambitious, beautiful, vibrant, middle-aged woman who feels like she's still in her 20s, and I have to remind myself daily that, you know what, might want to take a little break. You can't rip and run all the time like you're in your 20s, but I've learned to look at myself head on. And for me, making the coaching videos or the introduction videos has been a challenge that I have with every video overcome. Looking at myself and putting myself out there for someone else to judge or critique wasn't as difficult as I thought it would have been a couple of years ago. No way, shape, or form. But today, I am my authentic self, and I've learned that I'm not So what I see reflected back to me, I now have an appreciation for it, and I value it more than I value anything else. So it was a long road, but I journey on, and I'm happy for the place that I am in that journey right now.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so Miss Barrett, you were saying things about how you speak, and is it that you don't like the tone in your voice, the like what is it that you don't like? For me, I think when we strip everything down to its core, we'll discover what we don't like, do like, or that we don't have any issues with it at all. You know, maybe it was something someone else told us that they didn't like about how we are. So, what is it that you don't like about your how you speak?
I think that what I don't what I that my hesitation comes from the fact that sometimes or always I have been stopped in and not having had the chance to finish up, or not have had the right dialogue afterwards. What could actually have been improved? I think the working culture that I have been in, I think the family where I have been part, it's been a challenge to pursue and proceed and evaluate. And I think that we grow in the moment of time when they're in between what is happening and yourself. In that space, there's two things. You have your freedom and you have the ability to grow, to take responsibility for what is happening, and you react in a positive way. I think that the guidance that I have had and the way that things has been very structured, it's been that I have never had the opportunity to see myself. And now that I see myself, I don't think that there's anything, there could be, but I don't think that there's anything wrong with me. I think that what's important today is that you have intentions, and you want your intentions to be what other people discover and see, hear, and feel. So if there's a gap between what you have inside, I think that that's where it comes out to, I want to change this. Do I explain that good? Does it make
Yeah,
sense?
I understand what you're saying, but just to paraphrase to make sure that I understand.
Mm-hmm.
So you want your perception, your intentions to be aligned with other people's perceptions of you?
Mm-hmm.
And do we think that that is the best place for us to operate from? Because people's perceptions are based on their experiences and their concepts of things. So if someone has, say, a history of trauma or operates from a negative place all the time, then their perspectives are going to reflect that. So you want your intentions, what's you, to be in alignment with someone else's perceptions about you?
No. That's not what I want them to be aligned with myself. How
Okay.
the way that I want when I look myself in the mirror, I want to when I speak that I have the way that I understand inside my message.
Right.
That is what I want to express out further even better, so that so that there is a compliance between my inner and my outer, and that I don't sit with why do you say that, that was not my intention.
Right.
Where is this coming from? I mean, sometimes I think that I thought that I had a very deep voice. I don't have a deep voice. I have a high voice, but I think that, and then I found that I pronounce the SSS.
Uh-huh.
Yes. And I think that stuff like that, when you discover this about yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and that it gives you an opportunity to correct it. And maybe if I liked it, I would keep it. But for the things that I don't like, I have an opportunity to work with myself to be who I want to be.
Got it. And that makes sense, and that's a valuable lesson for all of us to align our thoughts and deeds with our authentic self, so that the message is clear that you know that we are representing who we are
Mm-hmm.
on it in everything that we say and everything that we do. And along the way, there are always things that we can better about ourselves. Um, I realized that I've gotten a bit lazy in my diction over the past couple of years in my effort to not take myself so seriously, because I used to take myself so serious. And now I hear myself speak and I'm really not completing my words as I should. So I've looked into taking some speech classes online, not necessarily classes, but listening to videos and being more succinct when I speak and stop being so lazy and trying to get through what it is I have to say. Now, of course, in a professional setting, I feel, that's a no-brainer, but in my everyday social settings or just relaxing at home, I noticed that, you're being a little lax in how you deliver things. So there is always something for us to improve. And the fact that we are wanting to improve it for us, not for acceptance, for people on the outside or around us or what have you, that is purely about us and in an effort to be our best selves, I think that is the key.
I think that for listeners listening in on our webinar, that they have already discovered that I am a hearing person that hears and sees a lot, where you
Mm-hmm.
are a much deeper person, feeling,
Mm-hmm.
whereas I think that on our um, approach to mirror mirror, it will
Mm-hmm.
also be very different, where I
Yes.
think that the way that I would like to hear from you is a
Mm-hmm.
little bit about how does it feel to have that energy so powerful within?
It's
I mean, you
almost
there
like,
must be a deep core in you that is so strong, and you're not changing it. It's there to. It's like a. I wouldn't almost, because I also see a lot. It's very powerful.
thank you. It for me has been like a gift and a curse all at the same time. Where it is, most of my life didn't, it was just who I am. I didn't find anything wrong with it. I didn't think I was any different from anyone else. But in recent years, I had to accept that there is something in me that allows me to feel on a very deep level, and also to think on a very deep level, and to be able to empathize with other people's situations. I've learned to embrace it very recently, um, because it's who I am, it's what I do. I can't, whenever I try to obstruct it or downplay it or even turn it off, I'm out of balance with myself. I'm out of balance with nature, I'm out of balance with life. So I learned how to embrace all of these many facets of myself, and that's one of them. And I can't really identify it; it's just always been there. I refer to myself when I was a child as a Buddha child. Like I wanted everybody to feel love, no one to feel pain. I wanted to take everybody's pain away. I felt a responsibility for humanity, and you know, members of my family tried to eradicate that part of my personality. And I wouldn't go without a fight. Like you could not, they would tell me that I had to physically fight back and I would get beat up every day. People would be my friends in the morning. By lunchtime and recess, they were beating me up on the playground. And then they were my friends after school, and I was so welcoming. Something about me knew that it wasn't me, it was them. But in my young adult life, I wanted to change that person to stop making people want to project or emote negatively onto me. So I tried to fit in. And trying to fit in made me stick out even more because I wasn't being organic. I was genetically modifying myself. And I had to just accept me for who I am. So I have a very intimate circle, very small personal circle of people that accept Tracy. So that helped teach me how to accept Tracy.
I think that whomever we are, it's an ongoing journey for an entire life to pursue and be and find. I think that we will discover even more within. And I think that we're never in competition with each other. What it is for us is all to seek and find out how we can be our possibly best. And I think that that's one of the things that I enjoy so much about all of us coming together at Coaching and Life, is that you have an opportunity to find the help and support you need to conquer your challenges. And right now for our webinar, I am hoping that Mira will help us in our tea time to discover much more. And I am hoping that we find good people to interview that will join us. I hope that we get Rose to join us as well.
Yes.
For our viewers, we have now a few minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
How should we end it, Tracy?
Well, you're currently in Florida. So you can tell us what you're going to do with the rest of your day. I am going to the beach. Excuse me, I wish it were the beach. I'm going to a splash park with my daughter and my granddaughter. So we're going to go have fun in the sun. And that's all I have planned for today. You?
Me, we have rain here, very heavy rain. Actually, so heavy rain that I don't think that it's a pool today, but I will be out enjoying the good weather. For hopefully the rain will be over soon. And I will look forward to next Mondays where I will be still in Florida.
Yes, so I look forward as well. And hopefully at that time, I will be able to have a cup of tea. I did not prepare well today. That was my intention. So next
I will
time
have a cup of tea as well. And if any of our viewers have a person that we could interview, we're open for that, right?
Yes, and you can send out a message to Miss Rosa, see if she's available to join us next Monday.
Exactly. Exactly.
We'll come up with another thought-provoking question on how we see ourselves in maybe all the different roles that we play.
I think that that's a good one. Yeah.
Well, have a beautiful day.
You too have a beautiful day, and thank you for now.
Thank you.